Ladies and gentlemen, Vlad, what's good? Durs, what's good? Just woke up, made coffee and a sit down. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. And we're back in the champs run. Crazy. What about this? So, history. Oh, better turn the... So, 415 waves didn't even keep me in Legends. And saying that, the other Joker was like 3 waves ahead of me. What's good? What's good? Argentine. So in New Zealand it is 5:30 Saturday night. Yeah, so this guy's only 3 waves ahead of me. There's like this real big bottleneck around the 400 waves mark. So like one guy's ahead of me by a couple waves, the next person's ahead of him by 2 waves, the person behind me's only like a couple waves behind. It was crazy. I would generally rerun it if the person's only a couple waves ahead, but that was already a rerun, and it's just like, oh fuck. Oh, but gives us a super chill champions run. The only problem with champions runs is they're so long. The good thing is if I do a champions run and it's on a Saturday. Terrible if I have to do a champions run midweek. It throws all my schedule out in that. Well, you know, we've had a little few things coming out of little old New Zealand. I think there's a patch coming out, Vlad, doing a bit of a rework. I think I've seen something this morning. But unfortunately for you fellas, so I don't mind if any of yous... I mean, of course you guys can dip in and out and be as free as... But I don't mind if yous don't stay around for the whole thing. Because it's probably going to be a while. There's probably going to be another 1,000 waves. Probably at least. I don't even think I set it up right. I was just like, I think I do this, think I do that. We'll put this here and we'll try this. We'll see how it goes. Bro, if you listen to the music for what was that league? The league with the Totem League. What's the Totem League? What, Tower Defense? I can't even think of it. Rise of the Ancestors? I think it's the Rise of the Ancestors League. That's like the native, like a lot of people like a lot of Polynesian stuff in general. A lot of people get it quite like we know the difference, you know, because obviously we're like the natives of New Zealand are distant from 1,000 or so years ago. Polynesian descent. But yeah, what was I talking about? The music. Yeah, the music for the Totem League. You can hear the faint what would it be? A head nod. I mean, even the what is it in there? The Karui tribe. Bro, this is going to take ages, eh? I wish I had intro sprint mastery like the other fellas. But it's all good, just means super chill stream. But I did get something today. Was it today? It was today. I got this. So I had about 300,000 rolls. And I kind of just slapped some stuff on it. So I actually got pretty fortunate compared to when I rolled this. Just those rolls there, hundreds of thousands. Had the worst luck. The worst luck in NZ. But it's what I'm rolling with at the moment. So I've got no stars on it. And I decided today to actually try it in a tier 12 run to see how, how it goes. And oh, thanks. Yeah, congrats to you too, bro. I actually, not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna miss it. Like, so if I'm here, where do you go? Is it this one? Yeah, I pulled it here. And like, I got an ACP not that many moons ago. So I was sitting there thinking, oh man, like if knowing my luck, if I went to a pity pool, I'm just like, oh bro, that's gonna take ages. Like I was like, not panicking, but I was just like, oh, of course I'd be one copy off. Yeah, I think like my crit chance at the moment is like 107%. Wowzers. I mean, what does that roll? Is it 8? 10. So yeah, you probably only need, is it mythic now? Or maybe legendary? What's the legendary roll? So that must be something like 10. The next one must be maybe 8. Another one 6. How long have you been playing this game? I have been playing since, I think it was August the 10th. So just over a year. August, September, yeah, just over a year. And not gonna lie, the game hasn't turned off. I think there was only like, I don't know, the first stages when you first start playing it and it can't quite do an overnight run. But bro, it just has not turned off. Pity pull the last one, very lucky. Very lucky to pity pull the last one. I was like panicking, like that I wouldn't get it, and then I started thinking, oh, please don't tell me I have to like go buy some gems or something. I really didn't want to do it. I was even like contemplating buying my next milestone pack just to try to get some gems from it to push me closer to a pity. It takes this long to progress? No, I would say I'm not slow where I am in my progression, but I'm at the same time, I'm not far. Like, I'm not far ahead, or I'm not. I'd say I'm probably somewhere in the middle. Like as far as what's probably like a realistic expectation of progression for this type of thing. And that's if you don't intend to be buying up the stone packs and stuff. So if you're buying up the stone packs from the shop, then yeah, you'd be way further ahead. So most of the time is you can look at time when it comes to people's accounts, but the other thing that you look at is a stone count. Yep, I always run it overnight. I've been running it overnight for like the last 12 months. I feel like it was the best day ever when I woke up. Like, did an overnight run, set it up, and I woke up and it was still alive. I felt like a proud it's like my kid was like taking its first steps. What's the max tier? So they've just released tier 21. I think it's tier 21. Yeah, max tier. So only like the best of the best will be playing around up there, but most of the people will just be doing milestones. No one will be farming that yet. Have you spent money on this game? Yeah, I mean, it's can you pay for power? Yep, you can pay for power in this game. Probably unlike a lot of other games, is the paying for power is gate kept by time. So progression in the game is gate kept by time. Paying for power is gate kept by time too. So they limit the amount, and that's namely so people don't put years into the game, and then some massive whale comes in, drops a couple 100,000, plays it for the week, tops the charts, and then leaves. Happens quite often in other games. So yeah, you still have to put in like a time element too, and even then, like, if people do pay to win, they can't, like, they still have to play the game, and they still have to theory craft and make, you know, certain decisions and stuff, as far as the progression. So it's not so much like buy stuff, I'm better than the next person. It's not one of those ones. And have I spent money on the game? Yep. So I buy, unless these are like completely trash, I'll buy the battle passes. And some of them, there's been quite a few lately that I don't like what's in the pass. So I mean, it gives you medals. Medals can be used to increase your economy. So yeah, I'd say that's probably pay to win, probably more on the lesser side. Yeah, so Des says he seemed to be around the same spot as me, and I started in July. So it's about probably where someone should be. Well, the thing is I don't myself overnight. The game overnights, and the game plays itself. So depending on you could call it play style, but you'd say depending on the way you set your tower up to defend itself against the almighty cubes will depend on how active you have to be. So the goal for the most part, for a majority of the player base, is to be as less active with touching it as possible, and then it eventually just turns into a pimped out screensaver, as stupid as it sounds. I think people have spent more than a couple thousand. On this game. Like most games. I mean, look at Maple Story. Look at Maple Story, bro. That's AIDS. People dump all their money into that. But I'll tell you about the craziest pay to win game that I've ever played. So it was a long time ago, and I can't remember what probably everyone will be more familiar with the most popular ones. But it's like a RTS game, and you guys will all know the types of games. And you have your little base, and you research things, and you join guilds, and you send your little troops off. You cook your troops, and they take 10 days to build, and all that sort of thing. And then you join up with your guild, and you go and you fight other players and stuff. Well, years and years ago, like I want to say like more than 10 years ago, I downloaded this one. And it was one of these ones where if someone in your guild buys stuff from the shop, it's like they obviously get whatever the loot box thing is, and they're trying to spin for armor and whatever, make their little kingdom thing more powerful. But whenever you purchase something with real money cash, everybody in your guild gets something. So I remember one day, somebody was posted up, like, servers new. To put it in perspective, the amount of servers that popped up, there was over like 200 servers. And then when I started the game, I was only on like the number 3 or number 4 server. So the game is relatively small at the time. And I remember I was logging in one day, and I see my little guys out to farm the resources. And then this person sends me a message. Like, you know, you can message the other players. They say, hey, you're in a guild. Can I join a guild with you or whatever? I said, yeah, cool as. Or find us a guild. So I ended up finding the guild, send them a message, join in. And then over the course of like 3 or 4 weeks, where constantly everybody in the guild is getting spammed with all these gifts. So it's like, oh, well, heaps of people are spending. And then it turns out that that little person that downloaded the game was someone from China, and their partner was like some multi-millionaire or billionaire, some oligarch or something over in China. And she was just taking all his money, like he didn't care, but was just buying everything, like, bro, and to the point where she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and then become this mega whale. Obviously left us, because it's one of those things where that sort of, when you get a reward when someone purchases, it encourages all the whales to join up together. And then she ends up being this big beast on the server, and then they end up making inter-server. So the person who ended up being the king of the game, you guys will probably recognize the name. Is it Brendan Chong? I think he was like the #1 Clash of Clans person for some time. I don't know if he still is, don't know. But to the point where he downloaded the game and he was paying someone to play it for him. That level of whale. Like, where people talk about like Diablo Immortal was egregious for its pay to win, it's like, bro, there are way more savage games out there. Diablo Immortal has got nothing on some of the games that are out there. Diablo Immortal's probably more like the savage pay to win for ARPG, but there's far worse games than that. That doesn't even scratch the surface. That's one person in the guild. Wild. That was my first introduction to like a pay to win game. People who don't run overnight gets left in the dust. I would say you're at a disadvantage, because every time the game's running, the game's earning currency for you. Left in the dust, I'm not too sure, but you're probably at a disadvantage if you're only running, if you've got 24 hours a day and you're only running it 7 or 8 hours. Yeah, it's probably not ideal. Yep, Clash of Clans, heavy pay to win. Good morning from Sweden. Good morning, John. Is that how I met my wife? But I'll tell you what, bro. So this is the story how I met my wife. So I went out to the clubs one day. Went out to the clubs. It's all good. I was with the boys, sitting there in the car, and I actually didn't feel like going into the club that night. There was a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the background, and I was just like, I couldn't be bothered running into these guys, and I knew like there's a bit of tension, all that sort of stuff, and I was just like, I couldn't be bothered going in. And then I was saying to one of my cousins, I was saying, you know what, bro? I think I need to get a girlfriend or something. Like, bro, we can't be fucking still doing the same shit over and over. And then eventually he convinced me to go into the club. So I walked into the club, and the first person I see, I recognised her from school. So I says to her, like, shouted out to her, hey, so and so, And she looks at me and she goes, oh. And I was like, fuck you then. And then I end up, going off whatever with the boys and that. And then I went to the bar. So I go to the bar, I go to get some drinks, and then I see her again. And then I'm like, oh no, you're not gonna escape from me now. So I walked over and I bought her some drinks, and then lo and behold, that lady is now my wife. So that's how Mr. Clouded met Mrs. Clouded. From her saying, ooh. Alright, where are we at? Wave 800. Now I know this is the way that I stream it in the, what would you call it? Like the mobile landscape. I know it's not for everyone. Hello, I know a lot of people like viewing it in the other landscape. So sorry if it's not for you. I actually just can't be bothered changing the settings in OBS. Because if you actually look into the analytics, you can go into the background of your analytics and you can see like what device is the most popular. And the most popular for me is mobile, and I think that's just because the game's on mobile. a lot of people, the game is a mobile game, and then a lot of people might tap in and tap out. You know, like if I watch other people's videos, especially like progression videos in that, because a certain amount of progression happens over the week. But it's all, you know, like I was saying earlier, it's all gated by time and stuff. So there's only so much that can go on, and like most of the time I just listen, like while I'm doing something else, and I'll just be listening, and then if they're talking about something specific that I'm interested in, I might peep what they're showing. How much money do you left? How much? I suppose that means spent. How much money have you spent in the game? I played 2 years, but since you can spend hundreds a month. Oh nah, I don't do that, bro. I don't buy the stone packs and that. I'm not against it though. Like if it keeps the game alive and it keeps them to the point where they're like, bro, when I first started playing this game, like there must have only been like 1 or 2 people that worked on it, and now they've got a team. So I'm definitely not against it, and I want everyone to spend. I want y'all to gamble all your money away. You see that new mod? Get into that shop, buy those gems, gamble all of your money away so this game lasts longer. Because I've still got my own personal milestones in this game that I need to achieve, and I need it to be around long enough so that I can achieve them. Originally it was hit. Sorry. Originally it was to hit wave 4500 in tier 18, but since like that was the goal, there's been like a lot of power creep options that makes that goal easier to achieve. Doesn't mean it's easier to achieve for me, but it means in general it's easier to achieve. So that goal probably has to shift, and maybe I'll get to there one day, and then I'll be like, oh well, probably by the time I get there, they're probably going to have tier 30. But it would be daunting. Like, I'm pretty sure when I started this game, it only went up to tier 16. Morning from the Netherlands. I think my chat keeps getting thinged on me. So what do you guys normally find the better way to do your runs? Do you like doing your runs later or earlier? I feel like I get the better placement if I have enter the tournament later, but it doesn't quite, because of time zones, it doesn't quite fit my schedule. Stone packs were pretty cheap back in the day. Wow, yeah. I mean, even this event pass, they had a readjustment to prices. This pass here, I'm pretty sure it was only like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's cheaper. Now it's like $30, and I don't mind spending that, you know, like $30 my money. I don't mind supporting the game with $15 a week. You know, like it gives me enough entertainment. It gives me enough entertainment, even though it's a hands-off game and it pretty much idles. It keeps my brain thinking about something, because it's kind of one of those ones where you have to think a little bit ahead, and I don't mind paying for something like that. I've seen some people join last second and get a 2 or 3 man bracket. Oh bro, that'll be the dream. Old Zedin was saying he knows someone that's like set himself up with 30 accounts using like a cloud phone, and his goal is to one day to get them all to legends and then to start up a whole bracket of himself. And I was like, bro, the man, the man to want to set up a whole bracket with just yourself. Imagine that, like, it's like all clouded 1, all clouded 2, all clouded... Bro, actually, imagine trying to run 30 accounts. Like, even though it's somewhat automated or whatever, like, you know, like at the moment, like I started this tournament, I put a few punches into the level skips, and then I went and had a shower, had a shave, all that sort of stuff. And it's just on its own buzz. But imagine, like, you know, signing up 30 accounts for tournaments, purchasing all the different upgrades and all that. I think, doesn't Zedin have like 3 accounts now? Does he have 3 accounts? Am I bugging out? I'm sure he said that last stream. Like, even his baby account's going good. I'm not gonna lie, I was so close to starting a second account and just like running it on a spare phone or on an emulator or something like that. And then I was helping out my mate through, you know, starting it out. And then I remembered some of the things that you do, like some of the hurdles you have to pass. And I was just like, oh, I don't know if I could go through that again. Like, because it's such an achievement when you pass some of the plateaus that are in the game. Like, it's not one of those games where there's like one big plateau and you have to pass it. There's like all these little micro plateaus. Like, say the first one is getting your Econ Ultimate weapons set up. You know, another one's like getting yourself set up so you can invest in the wall. Another one's like lowering the cooldowns of your Econ weapons. And it's just like, bro, those were a grind. Those were a grind. The early game is rough. It's absolutely rough. I think what's rough about the early game is, like, I think the progression in it's fine, like, relative to the stage of where of the game where you're at. I think what the pain is not being able to get out of tier 1. Like, the jump from tier 1, there's no other jump in the game that's that dramatic from tier 1 to tier 2. I don't know. Like, if the devs just set up a bunch of accounts and play it, it would be like, oh yeah, we need to do something about it. And I swear it must just be protectors. It's gotta be them having protectors in tier 2. I mean, even if, like, just to give early game players just that nudge to, like, feel like even though they are progressing because they're getting longer waves and everything, you shouldn't have to do a 14-hour tier 1 run in order to do like an 8-hour tier 2 run. You know what I mean? Like, that's, the scale is like bonkers. Like, tier 9 to tier 10 or tier 10 to tier 11 is like a fairly decent jump, but you're pretty equipped by then to figure out what tools you need to adjust those farming strats. But like, when you're just starting out, you don't know anything. Like, I remember looking at tournaments, like when it issues you that tournament ticket, and I remember going, what the hell is that? Do I have to PvP against someone? Oh, I might PvP against them and they might kill my tower. Then what happens? So I didn't do it for like the first couple weeks, because I was just like, I don't know what the hell that is. The pain in the early game, because it's just not casual till even the end or mid game. Absolutely. I mean, the good thing is that there's a few things that can, there's not necessarily catch up mechanics, but there's a few things that's a little bit more helpful. But I think it's the access to resources that in the early game, like saving up for your Econ Ultimate weapons, even though cheap, it's like forces you into saving for a couple weeks. And like, if people aren't determined or have like patience, because it's like not a bitter pill to swallow, learning the patience of this game, but it can be an adjustment for certain players. I mean, the good thing is with like incremental games like this, they got the highest retention rate, so people kind of get into it and then And then they just like learn pretty fast, like, oh yeah, okay, I just have to be patient. It's good for chewing time while you're at work. You just say, oh okay, by the time my next report's due, I'm gonna have this unlocked, this unlocked, this unlocked. Oh bro, Ultimate Weapon Plus, gens, unlocking Ultimate Weapon Plus is either gonna make or break me. I swear it. And I mean, you've followed my entire journey right from the start since I first started uploading. So yeah, you've been along with this ride with me this whole time, and you know what I'm in for. Like, I think I'm just focusing on like little milestones along the way, like ones like getting into landmines. Like I'm at the stage where I want in the landmines to try to fend off some bosses and stuff. Another one obviously is to try to stay in legends, just so I can get faster runs. Like, we're at almost 1,000 waves. Like, we might only be halfway now. That's why I didn't start the stream from like the start of it. I just kind of set it up and then did whatever. Yep, the grind to Ultimate Weapon Plus. I wouldn't say it's the last major hurdle, but it's definitely gonna be a major one. There's probably other ones in there. I just wouldn't know because I'm not near it. But yeah, saving up 7,000 stones is woo. Take that, eh? Ooh. And that's what I'm thinking. Inner landmine is amazing for both hybrid and glass cannon. That's where my brain's at too. I'm like just thinking like it opens me up to a few interesting things. Like I might be able to play around with, like, for the most part it's probably going to be ACP on the armor, but it might open up other stuff like space displacer and those sorts of things. The West is the ultimate weapon roulette. Some accounts got Deathwave and GT as their first ultimate weapons, and then you get your, I'm assuming it's Econ 10 times faster than other people. Bro, Solar, that is spot on. That's probably, I mean, I understand that from a point where devs probably don't want people to Google or look up and run some sort of deterministic path. But for how impactful ultimate weapons are, I feel like that needs to change. Like, people shouldn't have to feel like at that stage of the game, when you're like, say, unlocking your third ultimate weapon or your fourth, you've saved up for weeks. People should, and then they might not get what they want. Like, I think, was it Zerdan didn't get Golden Tower like forever? Like, I didn't get Black Hole till my 6th ultimate weapon. I didn't get it like to the point where when I unlocked it, I could lab all of the labs. Like, I could lab the extra Black Hole, everything. Like, I was already making enough econ to cover that point. So I think, yeah, I wouldn't know how they would do it, but I think it's something that they should probably consider. And I don't think anybody that's like already passed those hurdles in the game would feel like, you know, oh, I wish it was like that when we did it. You know, like, people want to see other players starting the game. It's good for the health of it. It's good if people are buying event passes. It's good if people are buying stone packs. It's good if people are posting videos to YouTube and getting, putting a bit more awareness out there to the game. Most tutorials even say play till you get your first ultimate weapon, and if it's not GT, delete your account. I have heard that. Fortunate for me, it was my second, I think. Would it be my second or third ultimate weapon? So I didn't really, you know, have to suffer like I know some other people have, and I feel sorry for them, man. Like, I don't know what else to, yeah, like, not having GT, it definitely slow you down. Hey there, how is your war health so high? So there's a combination of things. Oh, it is high. It's probably the highest I've ever seen it. It's a combination of things. So you obviously got your cards. So you got a health card there. It's maxed out. Gives a 4x multiplier. Module level 164. So that's 9.6 times health. And then there's enhancements. So if you haven't unlocked enhancements, it's basically, if here's your workshop, it's a workshop of your workshop, and it stacks like another multiplier on top. So just a combination of, but those are the main things. Oh, there's labs as well. Labs. So basically researchers. I had to grind to my 4th ultimate weapon to get GT. I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm happy for you that you have it now. GT was my 7th. No, it's outrageous. Do I even have 7 ultimate weapons? I don't know if I've even got 7. Bro, I don't even have 7. I'm glad you have it now. Vlad, my first 3 ultimate weapons were Spotlight, Chain Lightning, and Poison Swamp. Oh, and you would have had Poison Swamp when it was the other Poison Swamp. But I'm not gonna lie, the old Poison Swamp, where you used to put those little puddles on the ground and have the animation, like I know why they changed it, but like I wanted it just because it looked cool. Like, I thought it looked dope. I thought it looked stupid when they turned it into the fart clouds. Like just the animation, just the graphics, or the, what do you call it? Just like the art style of it moving to the fart cloud. Like, I mean, even though these mobs give little sparkly booms, it didn't look like the silly fart clouds. It just didn't. Now, I kind of thought, like, because we'd go over 1,000 waves, that hopefully I get plenty of elites. And if I get plenty of elites, even though I'm not running the enemy balance card, I probably should have, but I'm hoping that we get plenty of elites, that it will give me the uptime on the new gun. What are you playing on, phone or emulator? If it's phone, how much is your battery suffering? 2 parts there. At the moment I'm playing on MSI player. I'm going to try, I think it's called Moo player. I think some people are saying it's working really well. What do I normally play on? I normally play on a second phone. The second phone battery is now suffering, and I used to play on my daily phone and the battery's screwed. So sooner rather than later, if you are using your phone and it's your daily driver, highly recommend you look for something else. A tablet, anything else. An old phone lying around. Yeah, or in saying that, you can use a cloud phone. You can think for cloud phone services, but depending on how much it costs, like for how much it costs in my country, I could just go buy a flagship phone, like brand new. It's the same amount each month. Alright, we are halfway. We're halfway. No. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. It is what it is. What do you guys reckon of the new mod? Have you guys had much success? Bro, I'm just like looking at it jump, eh? Like 1.3 trill. We haven't even hit Berserk. Crazy. I mean, I get it, you have to have the uptime on it, so it's probably only good for certain conditions, or if you do certain amounts of waves. Like people like Ryan and that do thousands of waves, and they're probably going to get a higher spawn, like of elites and stuff. But I was watching his stream today. I don't know, like, because I'm in champs, I don't know what the battle conditions were for legends, but like I saw at one stage they spawned like 5 or 6 protectors. I was like, what the hell? What the hell, Uncle Fuds? Was it Protector's Ultimate today? Cloud phones are cool, but how much do they cost and what is the good service? Oh, wow. That's why I haven't gone with a cloud phone. So, I think a lot of the recommendations, because there's like different, like, I don't know what you call it, tiers or packages, and a lot of the ones that people recommend for whatever servers are for where I am in the world, it's always sold out. Everywhere. Every single service, like I've tried like 5 or 6, it's all sold out in the tiers that people recommend. So I have to look for a higher tier, and then once you convert it to my country and all that, it's actually just not worth. It's the same price for me to buy a new phone. And I mean, like, I get the idea of it. It's temporary. You can cancel it any time if you commit to paying off a phone. You're committing to it. But yeah. Like, I ran it on my PC for ages, and then I found my old phone, and it's not a bad phone. Like, it's definitely not a new phone, but it's not a bad phone. It's not cooked to like my daily phone. My daily phone's absolutely screwed. Do you pay every day? And if so, for how long? As I play a lot and I'm nowhere near as far as you. Do I play every day? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Every day. Every day this thing does not stop. It does not stop. Rain, hail, snow. Even if the White Walkers breach the wall and headed my way, I will make sure the phone is charged and I started my next run. 24 hours, baby. This is on it. Yeah, man. Yep. So at the moment I'm doing 2 12-hour runs, and the only thing that interferes with 2 12-hour runs is tournaments. So today, knowing that I had a bit of a longer tournament run due, I thought I'd actually do like a tier 12 run, because that's like 9 or 10 hours for me. But yeah, as much as possible, as long as the game's on and running and killing little shapes, squares and triangles, then you're going to be progressing, man. You're going to be progressing. What's slapping? Well, hopefully a first place. We'll see what the ops. Normally you look down here. Should be alright. It's like what we don't want to see is like someone high in Legends that unfortunately didn't make it back in, like myself, and then you know that whatever wave you do, they're just gonna do like 50 ahead of you, and then you're gonna sit there and go, oh, should I rerun for an extra amount of stones and waste hours of my life, or do I just let them have it? Those are the cheeky guys. But I've actually never seen my health this high. What is going on? Oh, and it's still got more. Wonder what Death Wave hit us at. Oh, Death Wave's maxed. We're just sailing it out while we're talking shit. Hope the music's not too loud, kids. Show modules, moddies. So we are trying out the new module. Typically I run ACP, but I've actually found in champs, if I just put Sharp Fortitude on, Sharp Fortitude, and have a little bit more sponge, I seem to do a bit better. Project funding. So I actually just got this Ancestral today, which I'm super stoked with. I actually thought I wasn't going to make it. I was like, bro, I'm not going to get it. Oh no. And my dim core has forever been 1 copy away from Ancestral. That's the moddies. Instead of the new gun, I normally would run Death Penalty. But it's the new toy, and I'm going to figure it out, have a play around with it. So that's what we're rolling with. Bro, once it passes 160, I didn't even know this. I was actually watching Tags' stream, and then he mentioned it, but once it passes level 160, like, bro, look at the costs. Look at that. That's how much it costs, and it goes up each time. And that's how much coins it costs. And each time, each level, instead of like every 10 levels, each level it goes up. It's insane. So highly recommend getting rare package mastery. I've got it at level 3. Even at base level, it'll help. Straight up. Even at base level, you'll notice it's help. Highly recommend getting it. I'm actually probably going to stop the damage mastery, and I'm actually just going to max it. I'm just going to suffer and just take the time to max it, because I think it's going to give us a good bang for buck. Even if I can't afford to put the levels on my mods, at least I know I'll have all those shards there waiting for me. Alright, so we're now at the stage where we're at max heat, and this is where the tanks start slowing down. And just hoping that dim core starts putting in the work. This is when you want ACP to be slapping out those, did you call it a debuff on them? Don't know. Start tagging all the mobs, and then you can give you a chance to drill them down. Hopefully we get plenty of elites now, so we get a higher uptime on the new gun. I get 5 sub greens on Amp Strike, Max Champions, 1650 waves, no Chrono Field as an EHP player. Congrats, those good numbers. You should get quite a few rank 1s in there at those numbers. Got Perma Black Hole the other day, congrats. It was my favorite thing ever, getting Perma Black Hole. Got me 1,000 waves more in tier 11 from 7,300 to 8,300. What tier do you farm? I'm farming tier 11 too. So a 12-hour run. Even though it says 11,000, I can't do 11,000 in 12 hours. I think the only way I could do that is if I had the intro sprint mastery. But I'm doing about a queue a day, like pretty consistently a queue a day. The only thing that interferes with that is tournaments and stuff, and it takes me to about wave 9,000ish, somewhere around there. I tried Perma Black Hole in tournament and I'm totally disappointed. Ultimate mobs not sucked into the black hole. Yeah. The good thing about Perma Black Hole is just pulling all the trash away from you. Just getting all the trash off you. Let you focus on what you need to drill down. Bro, but when I got Perma Black Hole, I was so happy. And I think heaps of it came down to, like, I wanted Black Hole for so long, and I just could not get it. And I remember each time when you go to pick your next ultimate weapon and it wasn't showing up, I just felt like crying, eh? I was just like, no. That was my last ultimate weapon I got. I haven't bought another one since, but I am. I'm going to save up. I'm going to get inner landmines, because I really want it. I really, really want it. Oh, I haven't tried, like, bro, even that, like, what's the highest wave I've done in it? That was ages ago. Even at 11,000, like, bro, that took so long. It was such a long run. Like, what I was trying to do was trying to see if I could do, like, a 10 or like a 9-hour run in tier 12. and then the rest of the hours in a tier 10, like a really long tier 10 run, and then a shorter tier 9 run. I've actually just found, like, well, because I'm doing Orbless, so I farm with Orbless, so just doing two 12-hour runs, and it's probably going to be like that for quite some time. Like, in order for me to go on to something else, there's a few tools that I'm going to need, and I just need to work on those first. Like, heaps of it's like crowd control and stuff like that. How much coin do you have on your account? How much coin do you have? 45 at 25,000 stones. I farmed tier 18, holy moly. I don't even think I've unlocked tier 18. Millions of re-rolls. Bro, re-rolls are the bane of my existence. I never have any bloody re-rolls. Like, so much that I just want the mastery for it. Like, all I want is re-rolls. I just want to re-roll everything. All the time. All the time I want to re-roll stuff. My farm is 40 trillion Vanderbilt. That's good. I remember when I hit, I think I hit like a 1 trillion run, and it felt like the biggest achievement on planet Earth. No lies. Like, I just felt like it was such an achievement to get a 1 trillion in a run. Like, I was hovering in the billions for like ages. Like, because, you know, you get wall and stuff like that, and then you're like, you have to earn a certain amount a day to afford the wall. And then I just remember it was slowly creeping up, like how much I was getting a run. And I remember when I hit like 1 trillion a run, I was just like ecstatic. I was such ecstatic. And then I remember I hit like another run where I might have hit like 1.5 million or maybe 2 trillion. And then I remember Jay Plays, the man himself, commented on the video, and he just said, you know, something simple like looking good or something like that, or that looks like you should be farming this tier because when you calculate out this. And I felt like it was like achievement unlocked in life. Jay Plays, the man himself, to comment on the video. I was like, the YouTube guy commented on my video. EHP, imagine. EHP's doing really good. EHP's doing really good with like some changes to the modules and stuff like that. Richard Clouded, what's up? Bro, just slogging it out in the trenches in this run. But we will get there. We will get there. I re-rolled my DC, 250,000 dice to have Chain Lightning chance change up from Legendary to Mythic. Congrats on the Mythic. Chain Lightning Mythic chance. What does that give you? 12%. Nice. Nice. If you can unlock tier 20, you can unlock reroll farm. Oh, I did see who posted a video on that? Someone posted a video on it when V27 come out, and they were just like farming all the rerolls. Bro, I'm ages away. So I am, what's the highest I've gotten? Tier 17, 169. So I'm still a long ways. Fleets, 85 seconds for intro sprint, 100 waves, press nuke, 1600 rolls. 56,000 per hour, holy moly. I know a guy making 7 big Q per run. Also a content creator. John says, same here, but I'm poor all the time. Bro, I am reroll dice poor. Wow, I'm actually everything poor. but reroll dice, I feel like, frustrates me the most, because I feel like you accumulate it so slow, and then you dump it so fast, and you're just staring at the slot spinning over and over. Cataclysm, what's good? What's good, Cataclysm? We've almost finished our guild season, Cataclysm. T17 wave 300 with Flamebot. I don't even think I've unlocked Flamebot. I think I've unlocked any. Just the gold bot. Just the gold bot. I don't know what to do next. Probably amp bot. But I wanna see these gold first. And then by the time I get these gold, we'll probably be in a state where my sync time will be maybe lower. I'm thinking about that. Maybe taking it to a 58 second sync. Do I have the cash mastery? No, I don't. And it's actually pretty cheap. It's about 1 week's worth of stones. So I'm like super considering it just for that. But to be honest, I think I'd want like... I'm not in desperate need to reroll anything. The only thing I desperately need to reroll is this. I need to like roll off some stuff and roll on all ancestral free ups. So I think that's going to get us a good jump in econ. That's probably just what I need to the most. But I kind of feel like I need to save up a few million, because I don't want to... It's all good when you're rolling like a core or a econ module, and you're rolling stuff on and rolling stuff off. I feel like there's like a minimum achievement you have to get, otherwise until you get more rerolls you can screw up like a long time worth of farming, and I kind of don't really want to do it, because it's not terribly rolled, but it's definitely not optimized. How many waves on Legends? Oh, bro, not Legends today. Not Legends today. The last one was 415, and I didn't get to stay in. Pretty wild. Respect for the milestones and been farming tier 18. I've been doing tier 18 for the rerolls. I've got to go have fun. See you later. See you later, Zola. All the best. So looking at the bracket, doesn't look like there's like other Legends guys in here. Oh, here's one, but another one. Another one. This guy might be the closest, but I don't think so. We should be fine. Should be fine to take it out. I'm actually going to try after this, and it kind of sucks it's my overnight run, but I'm going to try my first Orbless with the new cannon. I've got a feeling it's going to hit heaps of stages where it's over trimming, so I feel like having to play around with it tonight will give me an idea for tomorrow, and what cards I want to run, or how I might need to set up my workshop. How much would you recommend this game for a casual time? I've got a buddy at work that plays it casually, and he's enjoying it. Like, he's not like a freak like I don't know, 90 a large portion of the player base. Like, he just plays it when he wants to. Like, I think he plays it every day, but he doesn't run it 24/7 or anything, and he's having a blast. He's got some good ultimate weapons unlocked. He participates in all his tourneys. You know, he just like taps in and taps out, and he doesn't like super freak on it, or you know, he watches like some beginner guides kind of thing, but he hasn't like he doesn't like fully freak on it, and he loves it. So I mean, I suppose it all comes down to the personality. Like if you want to play it casually, but you're impatient, yeah, probably don't pick it up. If you're completely patient and you want to play it casually, you'll probably do it fine. But I mean, like, even like whether you freak on it or whether you play it casually, patience is the key. But even more so if you play it casually, I'd say. Did Legends today, got 197 waves, and up and down to champs. Yeah, it's like that, John. It is like that. There is a big congestion point in the game where a whole bunch of people downloaded the game. Like the game got like a massive jump in the population, and there's this big bottleneck where we're all clustered up, sitting on top of each other. We're like the human centipede of tower players. We're like the tower centipede. we're all jammed in together. Any advice for progression at the start? Biggest advice for like the basic premise of the game is start the game up, purchase upgrades in the game with cash while you're farming for coins. When you're killing the squares, die and do it again. So like the basic concept is so simple in this game, and there's a lot of nuances if you want to go that way into like more of the theory crafting and optimizing and stuff like that. But turn the game on, play it, attend all your tournaments. Don't be that guy. You'll actually be surprised how many stories there are of people out there that didn't attend any of their tournaments and missed, large portions of times in playing the game, and they, we just didn't know what that was the thing. Take your time with it. Like you might see like some people have some yoked as towers, and you might be like, man, I'm never gonna get that. Like everybody started somewhere. We've all passed the hurdles. Like I don't even know if that's good advice, but just the consistency of it. Like it's a long-winded game. It's a slow burn. So the longer that it's up and it's farming, don't get discouraged if there's something that you want but you can't afford. As long as you're turning the game on. Like now, if you wanted something like biggest advice for like that'll have like a great impact from the start. Biggest advice. Where is it? Go to the shop, buy these. Like I know it's a free to play game, and then people might go, oh, that's pay to win. It's not pay to win, who cares? Just buy it. You must buy these things. Every day that you don't have these multipliers is a day you're missing out. So 2, 3, what's that? 4.5x coins and the ads. Like you gotta buy those, man. You have to. Right from the rip. If you were gonna spend any money on the game, spend it all at the start, because it's like a snowball and you're starting the snowball faster. So buy those packs, turn the game on every day, get your incremental gains incrementally. Would you suggest defense or offense at the start? I think it's pretty popular for people to go the defense route. I did. So I tried the attack route and I just kept dying. And I was like, bro, what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on, Uncle Fuds? And then I went the defense route and it just worked. It just honestly worked. It's just, it's so cheap and it helps out so much. Like, attack will help, but I feel like not as much as going EHP route, which EHP routes effective hit points or anything that helps defensively. I feel like it's just so strong all the way up until a certain point in the game, and then the scale kind of tips or leans more into damage. Now, it doesn't mean that people haven't had success. There are case study after case study of people that have, but damage will always win. It's just because damage, the ceiling for damage is paid for with stones, and stones is paid for with cash, and the game needs that for the game to, for the devs to keep the lights on at the end of the day. So they'll always make sure that damage will be the winner. But it doesn't mean people haven't had success staying completely on the defensive track. But you'll most likely start defensive, start adding in damage, and you start leaning more to a hybrid approach. Patience is definitely something I've picked up on, having beat NG+7 of each Souls game I've played. Bro, that's it. It's like I'm super used to it because I like MMOs, I like ARPGs, so I'm just used to things taking ages. I'm used to running the same dungeon for 9 hours, falling asleep at the PC, waking up, starting back up doing that dungeon, all in the hope to get something that might be a 1% drop or a 0.5% drop rate, and spamming it and like knowing it off by heart that I'll be drifting off, and then I'll still, like, the muscle memory will still know how to drill out that dungeon. So it's like, this to me is just there. This is baby weights. I don't even have to play it plays itself. Bro, look at our health. 1.78 Q. What the hell's going on? Look, it's still got more levels to go. And this is insane. I don't think I've ever seen so much health. It's crazy. Anyone got any success stories in the U canon? Like, I've heard some real good ones. Like, some people that I know, it's helped them farm deeper into the tiers, or other people are getting a little bit more success in tournaments and stuff. Classic Diablo 2 grind. Beat the same boots for 17 hours, hoping for the eventual drop. Bro, exactly. That's it. You're just hoping to get it. And like, if you do, or you know someone that does get it, and you're just like the green-eyed monster in you comes out, you're like, I'm happy for you. Oh, I'm so happy for you. But deep down you're like grinding a dungeon for days just to see Hunter get the 1% sword. Bro, that is it. That's it, bro. I think it started when we were all kids. Some of these games that we used to grind on. New canon plus intro sprint will be a must on Legends 20 soon. I feel like that's, even though I'm like not nowhere near that level, I feel like it's like just gonna be like that. Like, surely next patch they release a new bracket. Or when would the next patch be? If it's September now, will we get another patch before Christmas? Probably not, eh? How long was it between V27 and V26? Oh, mind you, there are heaps of little patches in between. I can't even remember if there was some content or not. I honestly can't even remember. I can't even remember yesterday. How am I going to remember that long ago? It'll be dope if there's another patch before Christmas, but I'd also understand if there's not. Like, there's still like, so many players still have to do this mods and everything. Hopefully it's something to do with guilds. But I don't even know how you would expand it. Like, you can obviously expand it with guardians and all that sort of stuff, but like, the way that we all contribute to getting the prizes, I wonder what's another way that someone could do it. Like, what do you guys think, like, another way that could get us all to contribute? Like, I've always thought something like we do some sort of, I don't know, like we're doing at the moment, like a wave sort of thing, but we accumulate, like, let's say it's like a certain amount of resources is like another bar. Like, you know how we have the bar where we do the daily missions or whatever? Like another one where it's like killing so many enemies, or what's some other stuff like some other games where they've got guilds in there and the guild leaders have to, like, I always click into that, and the guild leaders have to, like, activate something. Like, you'd be like, oh, I'm activating this, and then when the guild logs in, like, this thing here might say kill basics, and you, like, get a prize for completing, like, a bar, and you might say, like, you know, I don't know what the number is, 1 million basics or something, and everyone's farming, like, contributes to some prizes or something like that. I'm trying to think, like, how you would do it, but in a game that's like this, where it's like, you know, it's like we're not exactly playing our towers next to each other. I played with a group of 3 of us. We played Sork, then as Barb. We got the Mega Fist gloves we needed right off the bat in Act 3 of normal. Group of 8, by the way. Let's go. Oh my god, we're only at wave 1350. That's so long. It's like I feel like I just unlocked intro sprint mastery for if I get demoted into champs and I can just intro sprint the whole thing. What's even crazier than these long ass runs is y'all keeping me company. Yous are the real crazy ones here. Kill bosses, get bonuses, reroll shard multiplier. Best of luck to you. I hope you have a great night. You too, Solus. You too. All the best. Thanks for stopping in. Well, I'm glad we're not where we were before version 27, where I would honestly, if they hadn't changed anything, like my last champs run went for 1700 waves. If that was, like, if they hadn't changed anything in V27, that'd have been, like, honest, man, like, would have been like 3,000 waves or something ridiculous. Like, if we look back here, I'm trying to look when the V27 changed. Yeah, like, look at this, bro. 2600, 2400, like, crazy amounts of waves. I think the only difference though is the level skips. The Protector ended my Legends run. Really don't know the hard counter. For Protector, is it Protector's ultimate battle condition? I think the hard counters for Protector's ultimate is Chain Lightning Plus. I think I saw Greeny saying. But I think you have to invest a lot into Chain Lightning Plus, eh? I think that's kind of like... I mean, I might just be talking shit because I don't know. I don't even have any ultimate weapon pluses. But I'm sure he was saying something like that as for Protectors. Oh, it was Protector's ultimate. Bro, have I even been berserked? Surely I've been berserked. Oh yeah, a little bit. I've been kissed. I've had a little kiss. We just need plenty of elites to spawn to keep the damage up. And then we might survive all these tank ultimates. Especially with PC mod, champs would go 3,500 waves. Bro, I'm like... There's a piece of me that wishes that I tried to get Ancestral on the Primordial Collapse. Just so I could have fun with it. But I knew I wouldn't use it in tournaments. And I knew that I wouldn't use it in farming. Like maybe somewhere down the track I would use it in farming. But I knew like nowhere now I'd end up using it. So I kind of just didn't bother. And then there's a piece of me that actually wishes like just for the collecting side of it that I actually did. Because there's so much modules that are going to be in the pool and the standard banner that it's absolutely wild. Like it's crazy like how like if you're just starting the game out and there's that many modules now that you can pull from and you've only got a X% chance of getting it, it's pretty crazy. I hope they do something about that. I really hope they do something about it. Like just rotate whatever's in the standard banner, have its own banner. And just rotate it. Good luck newbies getting G-Comp. I know it's sad. Like I was pretty fortunate I had good luck with it. But I know a whole bunch of people struggled. And now I'm in the opposite. I want copies of BHD. And I'm just like not getting any. If you get a sys mod, you only need Epic PC. What's it do at Epic? Is it 50% reduction? I think there's a way to see it, isn't there? I think if we click on it, you can do this or something. We click on something. What do we click on? Down here? There it is. Epic 50%. I mean, that's good. Like 80% is actually cracked. Like that, plus Sharp Fortitude. What else is there? Flamebot. Flamebot got a nice buff. What else is there? Only just got my first BHD. I have a fair few mythics and a 1-star ancestral. Congrats on the 1-star. What's your 1-star ancestral? I think Death Penalty was my first ancestral. I'm pretty sure it was my first 1-star. And I think my next one was Wormhole Redirector, which its effect didn't really help, but it was super helpful at the time. Just getting ancestral rolls, like for the defense and all that other stuff. Alright, are we gonna get it? See what these jokers are up to. They'll still be going. Someone will still be going. One of these little creeps down here. Come and steal my thunder. Who's this guy? Lord Waffle. Spent the same gems on PC and didn't even get mythic. Oh, I got Amp Strike, had a mythic one and spent 3,000 gems and got like 5 Amp Strikes. Oh, bro, the luck! Congrats. That's awesome. It's a really good mod. It's a really good mod. I can't wait to try it in farming. I mean, 5 times damage. Wow, huge. I just hoping that it doesn't over trim for me when I'm doing Orbliss. But that's just something you navigate. You kind of figure things out. You know, anytime you adjust something on your build, you just figure it out. But like, look how much this is jumping. Like, bro, I've never seen my damage like this high in tournament. I've never seen the chain lightning this high in tournament. Wild. Dizzy, what's up? What's up, Dizzy? Never H, Chain Thunder. Chain Thunder is the other one. So if you go Chain Thunder, especially with Chain Lightning Plus, Harmony Conductor. Bro, when I used to farm, I used to get like really good runs when I would farm. So for the core module, Harmony Conductor was my only core, and I ran it just for the ancestral stats. But anytime I'd get Poison Swamp as a random ultimate weapon, I always had like the longest runs. Like, it always made my runs go so much better. I actually can't wait, and I know it's a long way away because there's other stuff that I'd have to get first, but I can't wait to get to the point where I can build up a sick Poison Swamp. It's been crazy for my farming. I farmed 5,000 waves on tier 10, was doing 6,000 waves on tier 8 before that. About to unlock War 2. I'm late as to the wall game. Bro, congrats for the wall. Wall's such a massive boost in progress. I remember I was so happy when I got the wall. And I'm glad the wall looks like it does. Like a little brick shield. It used to just be that look like that circle before they did the art update. I gave up on G comp. I'll just get my assist mod to legend and then still get perma black hole and GT. That's my only option now. I got 4 mods to 5-star ancestral now and 5 4-stars, and my G comp is still missing 2 epics. My only mod that's still mythic. Bro, I'm so sorry to hear. My Uncle Fuds is a troll like that. He loves trolling people like that. So, are you farming with, I'm assuming, BHD? Bro, I can't believe our health is still going up. What the hell's going on? Oh look, it's almost capped out. But we still got that one. Wild. Absolutely wild. I'm just trying to spy to see if there's any little cheeky jokers in here that might might try to creep past me and steal the first place. Because I think like in my last run, my last champs run, I was like 400-500 waves ahead of the next guy, and it's like, oh bro. Like, I don't think this guy will. I mean, he'll get close. I just want to make, like, I might even get to a point where I just like will end up stopping it, because like we'll get like a comfortable lead. Who's this guy? 171 relics. These are tower boomers. Look at these tower boomers. 170 relics. Wow. By the way, cool to see you live, Cloud. I've been watching for a while. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate the support, bro. Absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie, the first stream that I did, I was a bit, I didn't really know, bro, I didn't really know what to say because the stream's actually gone for quite a while. And then I kind of figured it out that if you're not talking about the game, just talk about something else. Just keep the yarns going. I mean, for most people that will tune in, they won't really be watching. It'll be kind of like background noise. My multiverse Nexus is not rolled. We'll be in a few days. Still waiting for stone packs to reset. Using Mythic G Comp for now. My Multiverse Nexus is not rolled. Well, I hope you get some good purchases with the packs. What are you looking at buying? Amp Strike made the swap from tier 15 farm easy for me, bro. That's amazing. So it went from tier 14 to tier 15 from them releasing a new mod. That's insane. That's awesome. What a mod, eh? What a cannon, bro. I thought I was going to cry this morning when I unlocked it. I was so happy. I was like, yes! I was so happy I just wanted to headbutt my phone. I was just like, oh fuck, yes! Yes! I mean, obviously I want as many stars on it as possible, but I was so happy. I was just like, oh, we did it. Did it. Thought we wasn't going to do it, boys. Lads, gentlemen, I thought we weren't going to make it. And I try not to be a pessimist or to be like a Debbie Downer, but bro, I thought we weren't going to make it. I was like, no. Assist mod, I will glass cannon by the next Sunday. Let's go. I think Jens is still running hybrid too. What happened to the music? What's going on here? Why did it go so quiet? Hold on there for a second. Just mute my mic. Oh, you guys might have to let me know if you can't hear me at some stage, because I can't hear my music. But I just listened to it on my phone, and it seems like I can. There's still music coming through, which is really strange. Oh, it's because I bumped the volume button on my headphones, bro. Wake up! I was like buzzing out. Oh, this is where you get to make fun of me. Clouded, what is your spotlight angle? Oh no, my spotlight angle is terrible. I don't even know if I put stones into it. Wah, I know, make fun of me. I know, fam. I will get there. Ryan put it in a good way where he said, like, just do like a click or two a month, and then like before you know it, because we play the game for so long, you'll have like a good respectable angle. Yeah, I know, I'm always pouring stones though. Music's still playing, thanks to Z. It was just my headphones were turned down. Don't know how the hell I did that. Alright, wave 1500. Surely everybody else can just finish. Just need to guarantee that everybody else is finished. We're one of those cringe ass ones, eh, where you stop the run, you're like, oh yeah, everybody's finished. Just stop the run. And then some little jokers coming past you. Just get the mythic angle. Yeah, I find with the ancestral angle, I still want to get more. Like, I still want to take it to at least, like, I can't remember what the number is. I haven't looked at it for a while. I think like 40 or 50 without the substat. It's got so many things that I need to buy. And first thing on the priorities, is going to be Inner Landmines. And I think after Inner Landmines might be like Super Tower Mastery. But before Super Tower Mastery, I'll put some love into Spotlight. Yeah, I'll put some love into Spotlight so I can take like a bit more advantage of the Super Tower Mastery. Like a 3x to Spotlight getting a good damage bonus, a good angle for 3 beams. I know it's not a 4 beamer. Yeah, I think the other benefit for, like, I'm probably going to be stuck in Orbless, like, forever. Which, like, I really don't want to, but, like, is what it is, fam. Is what it is. And having, like, a beefy spotlight, I think is gonna be helpful for the farms. I have CF+3, 90% slow. CF+3 is dog, so I believe I could do without. I feel angle is probably crazy for coins, but I don't know. I'm only guessing. I think it's definitely you definitely want a high angle. My opinion, I should have waited for CF plus and then do more GT plus, but it is what it is. I just can't wait to have GT plus. It must be nice up there. It must be lovely up there for you guys with GT plus. And the landmine is really helpful with crowd control. That is the plan. And like a mild, not like a mild investment into it. Don't go super deep into it, but just a little bit more crowd control is definitely what I want. Wait, you have plus 15 of spotlight angle, and I still have 2 more. I just got it. People sleep on the CC. I feel like it's just gonna be one of the pieces to you know, like. So what I kind of do is like I did a tier 12 run today, and I like do the run, and then I figure out what I'm missing, and then kind of just like try to multiply it. Like, for example, it might be a boss hits me this amount of times at this many waves, I have this much damage, how do I prevent that from, you know, so and so like that, and then I try to like multiply it by like the scaling of whatever the tier is, and then I kind of get an idea. So I've kind of got like a, not like a written out path of what I need to do, but I kind of have like a fair idea. Like what I was saying before, I want to get Super Tower Mastery, but I feel like to take advantage, or you know, with what I have for Super Tower Mastery is I should give Spotlight a bit of love before we get there, and then I'll go into Super Tower. So like little things like that, but I know that's going to be one of the things that I'm probably going to need to help me progress. You should get Poison Swap. The labs are long and it's way better CC than in the landmines. Does that only count if you have a... Does that only count if you have a permanent Poison Swamp? I've gone hard on the CC late-ish. Six 60 stones into inner landmines and you are done. Do the stun lab, max rotation, take radius over halfway, or max it, very rewarding. Then do swamp stuns. Just hit coins per minute, personal best. Good luck, Clouded. Thanks, Steve. Oh, you just hit your coins per minute personal best? What was it? Bro, it's crazy when you see some of these like big dogs in their streams and that, and their tournament coins is like bigger than your farming coins, and you're just like, no. 7.5 Billy, congrats. That's massive. That's massive. I think it's wild when you see your first like billion per minute. Like when you see your first billion per minute, you're like, what the hell? Oh mate, bro, honestly, keep at it and you'll be way past me. I make so many I wouldn't say dumb mistakes, but like a lot of the choices that I make when it comes to this game is like I do stuff by feeling. Like I don't like get a sheet together and then I don't sit there and go, oh yeah, I need to do this, and then because that's like the most min-max thing. It's just like I try something, I go, I don't like how that feels. What am I gonna do to change that? Like I've done that the whole time I played this game. Like I did a lot of stuff in the start. Like heaps of people were saying, don't do anything in damage. Don't bother with those labs. Don't put nothing into chain lightning. And I just felt like it helps. So I did it. Like, you know, I did some damage labs. I did put some coins into damage and stuff. It just felt like it just worked. No, whether it did or didn't, it doesn't matter. It is all everybody's tower, and you have the freedom to express yourself. Like, I remember when I first downloaded this game, like right near the start, I watched this video from, it might have been Crowbar, and there was some dude playing like a max range build, and he was having the time of his life. He was loving it. I just swing it too. Imagine following a path guide. May as well not play and get the AI to do it. Yeah, I think like Ryan's a massive preacher of it too. You know, just play the tower however you want to play it. You want to do an upside down build? Do an upside down build. You want to do a Devo or a Blender, or like, to be honest, my favorite way to play the game is Blender. It's just everything's going, everything's gold. Auto pick perks, all the rest. I just honestly, I can't get enough coins from it. And I don't know, I think it'll be a hot minute before I can go back to some sort of Blender build. I let tags test and respect the shit out of everything so I know what to do. There you go. Let someone else do it. Let someone else test it. The good thing is when you like these big updates come out and they're like a bit of a ways away, as you can see like all these different things. Like a perfect thing would be like masteries, and that enough people have played around with masteries that they kind of have an idea of how to like share that information with other people. You know, how much you should be roughly earning, what are the ones to target first, here's the damage ones to target. Oh, don't do this one, it sounds like it's good, but it's really, you know, trash. Just max shit. That's it in a nutshell. You just have to max shit. Once you get a strong CF+, you will go back to a Blender build. I think that's it. I think everyone goes to Blender by natural progression. And then by looking at everything, everybody goes back to some form of a Blender. You know, go back to just smashing everything. I'm still Blender in tier 15, never devoed. Congrats. Congrats, man. I wish I've never, I like, honestly, I fucking hate Devo. Hate devoing anything. I hate micromanaging it. I don't have a strong enough economy to not do like a Orbless or anything. When I got CF+ 6, it became so godly. What's the level where you start feeling that it does something? Is it around that 5 or 6 mark, or do you feel it a bit earlier? Jen says he's earning 1 quadrillion plus an hour. I haven't actually checked in a while what my coins per hour is. Definitely not a quadrillion. That's my coins per 24 hour. Surely we got a good enough lead on everyone. Oh, is anyone else moving? Surely none of these other jokers move. I feel like we're just going to keep going forever. My berserk isn't even charged up. CF plus 5 is when you notice it. So at your unlock, because I'm assuming you did GT plus first, and then after you did GT plus, you would have went, I'm assuming CF plus next. What is the? I mean, I know I could look this up. I know I could go onto Tower Tools or go onto Tower.Notion. But off the top of your head, how many thousands of stones did it cost to get you to that level, the 5-6 mark? Got GT plus 9 and then I worked on CF plus. Whoa. GT plus 9. Whoa. I can imagine that cost a pretty penny. Dizzy says I do 1.5 Q per run, which is about 7 to 8 trillion an hour. Damn. I've been passively playing the game for a year now, and the progression seems so slow. I think it's because of all the different plateaus in the game, like all the little problem solving issues that you come across. I think that's where it can feel like I'm in a super slow window of the game. But like one thing, for example, so I like things didn't plateau or anything, but they started to slow down really fast when I was using G-Comp. And then so I switched to BHD, and then it gave me a second win. And then over the course of weeks, like my coins per run doubled and all that sort of thing, which then helped me get to be able to afford masteries. And even though I don't have heaps of masteries, I'm just saying, like, I can purchase a mastery, and I feel like I can comfortably complete one. I can't complete multiple at a time, but I can do one quite comfortably. And I think it's just like that sort of thing. When you hit certain walls or certain windows, I think it's like you start theory crafting or trying to come up with ideas on how to pass that window. And because each tower is unique, it's hard to figure out or share advice to somebody on their tower, because one of the biggest thing in this community is the saying, it depends. So if anybody asks, oh, what do I do about this, or what do you think about this, it comes down to, wow, it depends. There's so many factors that go into stuff. But I hope whatever slow window you're in, I hope you get past it and just keep turning up, keep turning the game on, keep doing your tournaments. Like, to put it in perspective, for a slow window that I'm in, I have to save up 7,500 stones to get GT plus. Now that's a slow window. So somewhere in there, I know I have to try to itch towards it, but somewhere in there, I have to stay motivated. And I feel like I'm going to do that just by taking little small wins along the way. Like setting little micro goals for myself. Otherwise, I'll just get unmotivated. And I'll just be like, And I'm not ready to do that yet. But look, guys, we got 300 gems. We need 154 respec, so let's do a... Boom. Yes! Oh. That's what you get. $10,000 stones. Rim will tell you how much stones you spent on ultimate weapons and mines over... Bro, I swear I say this each time. That's the last 3 streams I've said this to you. I need to get my A into G. And I need to set up Rend. I need to stop being lazy. Oh yeah, acronyms. So the acronyms for this game, if you go into the Discord, is like literally like a thesaurus, a dictionary. It's like and then eventually you get so used to the talk about ultimate weapons and cannons and stuff, that when somebody abbreviates something and you know, for example, what the context of the conversation is about, you can kind of put it together. Like, for if someone will say like, oh, the new mod AS, it helped me do this, that, and the third, then you kind of know, well, there's a new mod. What's the new mod? Oh, it's Amp Strike. And then you kind of like putting it together. But yeah, it's a bit like that. I remember when I first jumped into the Discord, like I was a bit late to it, but when I first jumped into the Discord, I was like, bro, what are these guys talking about? I'm still waiting for the run history so I can use Project Rend with auto restart. Yeah, when are they going to give us the run history? My advice is get Chain Lightning ASAP. Tawnies are what boost progress. Yeah, I think Chain Lightning was my first ultimate weapon. GT's over, what, 20,000 stones? About to release a new update to Project Rend. If you like looking at your analytics or planning stuff, definitely go check out Dizzy's channel. Just click on his name, head off to his channel, and then check out Project Rend. If you've been living under a rock, play this game since 2024 June. No stone packs. No stone packs bought. 14,000 stone. Got my epic pack in February. Never thought I'd play this game for this long. Alright, honestly, John, exactly the same. I never thought when I first seen that ad for my Uncle Fuds that I'd be still playing this game. It's actually wild, bro, killing these shapes. Bro, I spent too many. No way. Bro, I don't even know how to calculate. Look, I've only got 100 gems. I can't even respec. Bro, screwed that up. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, it'll be helpful. It only takes a few times of looking over the thesaurus or the dictionary, and then you kind of understand it. How do people get their rare package so high? So there is a lab that you can do, and that gives you so many %. There is obviously the utility tab, gold box in that, and then there is the card. So getting the card to the purple, whoops, what's going on? Getting the card to the purple gives you 33%. So 33% plus whatever's in the lab plus whatever's on your module, 15%. Now there is a way to get higher than that now, and that's with the assist mod. I won't be able to give any more information about that, but so 82% was like the highest. Now it will be higher, and people will figure that out. People will find a way to get it, which will be really good with the mastery. Oh no, I really don't want to use medals. I can't do anything from the guild. I might just end up doing a blender run and just do it in the morning, have a respec in the morning. The worst thing though is like respecing when you first wake up and you're like half asleep and you know you're like screwed something up. Do we just stop the run here? Is anyone gonna? Who's this guy? Who moved? Was it one of these two? Nah, we'll beat him. Yep, I have a guildie that has their rare package chance up to 92%, so that has to be with the assist mods. 100% it's gotta be. And that'll be helpful for enemy level skips and everything. Like the way how you're rolling it and you buy the effects. Bro, I'm actually I'm actually low-key pissed that I bought those. Bro. I just thought like I had a bit of a brain spaz. I was like, oh yeah, 200 for gem pools. Whatever was left, we'll be able to do the respec. Meow. Be alright, we'll do it in the morning. The sell income must be crazy. So, oh yeah, for the module shards. What wave do you guys reckon that we should end the tourney? I reckon we're just gonna have to end it sometime. Well, there's 5. We're 5 closer. Like, surely nobody's gonna overtake us at these waves. Should be fine to just end it. Oh no, look, we might die. If we're lucky, we'll die. We'll see what the difference is between first and fourth. 320 versus 280. So it's 40 stones difference. If you want sell income, enemy balance mastery is the way. If you pay close attention to the game, you can get 30 gems per hour. Enemy balance mastery with assist with amp strike now will be nuts. Yeah, more elite too. Whoa, look at that 11 trill. I ain't never seen it that high. 206 big Q. Fuck. Bro, that's crazy. Bro, I've never seen my health this high either. Surely amp strike push enemy balance mastery up in priority. I think it has, bro. I think it has. Like, I noticed it when I was farming tier 12 today. Like, what a mod, eh? I reckon it's round of applause for them inventing that mod. Yo, Clouded, can you get those gems from the guild store if you haven't done it yet? I have done it because I made this mistake before. I think it's because I made the mistake before. Bro, how did I fudge it? Look, we could get 3 gems. I can't even get it from here either. Bro, what an amateur. What? How much is it in here? 40! Oh! Oh! Aha, look. Haha. Yes, if you didn't see the last video, I had to do it. What did I buy? Oh, I bought the damage mastery. And honestly, no regrets. No regrets. My enemy balance mastery is level 7 and it's very noticeable. It does good for amp strike, but I run damage slider so no spikes and kill outside the ultimate weapons and orbs. Damage slider, damn. Bro, isn't damage slider like at least 100 and something keys in? And that's if you don't even pick up stuff along the way. How many keys have you got in total, Jens? So if we look over here, we can see I'm only dropping damage like every now and then, but it's staying pretty high. Like, it's enough to be drilling down all those tanks. Like, there must be enough elite spawning. Haven't really had problems with the bosses either. We seem to be stacking up enough chain lightning on it. Oh, 285 keys. Wow. Yeah, I think the damage slider, you manually set it. Like, once you find your setting for whatever tier you're farming, you just leave it. But I think, you know, there's a bit of a process there where you just tamper around and change things. Jens is a boomer. Jens, are you a boomer? Are you a boomer like Tags? How old's your tower? How old's your tower, you bloody boomer? Damage slider was huge for me. It netted me 20% more coins. I can imagine. I can imagine just like the quality of life of just leaving stuff on. Not having to like micromanage cards, not having to micromanage ultimate weapons. I can imagine that's such a quality of life. Right, this is ridiculous. Surely no one's moving. Oh, look, surely he didn't stop there. Who's this guy? Hello, Smoky Room. Daniel the Conqueror. What's good? What's good? Turning Chain Lightning on at the right time in my farm is a headache. Yeah, I'm on the same buzz. I actually don't even use it now for farming. I go from Orbless and then I just switch to Orb Devo and just let it run. I turned it on the other day thinking it would be fine. It cut my coins per minute in half. Yeah, Chain Lightning's like that. Especially if you've got like a spicy ass Chain Lightning. You can bypass damage slider by running 30 meter blender and almost nothing dies outside a black hole. Come on, something's got to kill us. I wonder if the defense labs have gold box yet. Alright, wall health, and regen. So this is what we like at max EHP. And I got the sharp fortitude on, just to sponge some hits and heal up. What do you reckon, guys? Do you reckon we just stop the run? Do you reckon we got a comfortable enough lead? Like, I've had a few champions runs where like I've looked and I've been like, oh, I don't know, there's a few spicy guys in here. But I don't know if it's hard to tell like when something gets introduced to the game. Like this new module. Even like Primordial Collapse, like how much help it gave EHP. Oh, look at the tanks are starting to stack. I think this is time. This is time when it all starts stacking up. Stack on me, you little fuckers. You really need Orb Slider if you want to farm a 30 meter blender. So here's a question about Orb Slider. So you know when you use the extra Orb Slider, I don't even think I've got extra orbs on. You know when you use the extra Orb Slider, and it only goes like a certain distance depending on like your range. So it can only go a minimum distance on the inside or beneath your tower range. What about the other orb slider that you buy with keys? Like if you ran a higher range, like what I'm at now, can I bring all the orbs in way closer? Or does it work the same like the extra orb slider for the card, where it can only be a certain distance inside your tower range? Hi Clouded, do you think Amp Strike is worth pulling? when I'm at early to mid stage of EHP. I'm also free to play, and I can't see any value in it sooner than a year in the future. Honestly, I think Amp Strike's cracked. I think it's wild. Like, I've got 11 trill damage. So to put it in perspective, I think last week I was at 1 trillion damage. Like, it's absolutely wild. I mean, I have got another stuff since then. Like, I can't, it's not just attributed to that. It's only 5 times. But honestly, I think it's, like, especially since you have a high chance of pulling it with a banner, like, the last thing you want to do is get to that year point when you do need it, and you're pulling modules and you're not getting any copies. So, like, when something super good comes in a banner, you should definitely pull it. Like, a prime example is Project Funding. That came in banner in V26, and I only pulled like 1 copy for it. So we're months down the track, and I still don't have an Ancestral. And I don't know when I'm gonna get an Ancestral. I'm so far away. But I feel like I'm just never gonna get it there. And it's like, that's kind of my fault for missing out. But like, compared to some other modules, like, some of them you're just like, oh, I can't see absolutely any purpose in this. I feel like the Amp Strike Cannon is one of those ones where there's definitely a purpose there. Even if you're farming EHP, sooner rather than later, you're probably going to need it. What's my damage mastery at? So it is about to finish off. Wow, not about to finish off, but it's about to hit. Where is it? Oh, I turned it off. I turned it off to pull coins out. How do I tell? Should be able to say in here. There it is. So it's at 3. It's about to hit the 3x mark. Jen says, I'm also stuck at Mythic Project Funding. Yeah, there's certain ones that like Project Funding's a classic example, and I want to make sure that this time round in the banners that I'll definitely pull if it's something good. Now, from the leaked images of the other ones, I'm not too sure if I'll be that desperate for them. Like, even the Primordial Collapse, there's probably a place for it somewhere, but I can't see it outbeating my Multiverse Nexus for quite some time. Oh, he moved up. Is that him? Bad vibes. We'll watch these two guys, eh? The armor one may be good for me because I rely a lot on orbs. Yep, for the borbing. So if you're unsure what borbing is, there's a lab that does a percentage damage when your orbs hit them. And when you get enough crowd control, you can time it so you can get the boss coming in at the perfect angle. You can kind of hold it there, stun it, all this, that, and the third, and all your orbs are just smashing around, and they just drill it down. So I think the armor, if it stays the way that the leaked images were, is it gives like orb and orb speed, which is super powerful if you're at the stage where you're borbing bosses, and the bosses is what you're dying to. It's either bosses or rays. Bosses or rays is generally, so to start with, it's protectors. They're annoying. Oh no, vampires. Sorry, I feel like vampires are the first ones, and then after that it becomes protectors. Then it becomes like scatters, and then after scatters it becomes like rays and bosses. Whoa, something took a big chunk out of me. We might die soon, guys. This might be it. Might be finally out of our misery. And I suppose I have to do a respec tomorrow. I feel like you generally know when it's going to end when you start seeing all the tanks start piling up like that. That's when you're like, oh yeah, she's going to end soon. Or you start getting chipped by stuff. Like Champs is a little bit different to like Legends. Legends you can like, stuff can get ended really fast. But in Champs you kind of get like a... Like you can get suddenly killed and you can run out of all your defenses in Legends, and then you're like, oh no, anytime soon, and then something will just whammo and you're dead. But Champs is like, there's a little bit of a leadway and you're like, start seeing all your health deplete. I can't believe how much damage this mod gave us. MV, you tuned in at the right time. Wow. Hopefully we're about to die. I'm just keeping my eye on some of these jokers. I don't think they're going to pass us. But some of these jokers are creeping up there. But we should be good to hold the first place. I think the difference is only like 40 stones. And we're definitely going back to Legends. But it's like, while we're here, might as well squeeze out a little bit more. But I feel like if we get to 2,000, I'm just going to end the run. Because surely none of these other guys are going to get 10,000. 2,000. I actually thought bosses would be the pain this run, but they don't seem to be. Look at all my damage, MV. It's that new mod. Live and Trill. Wow. Wow, cuz. Oh, bro. That's what it feels like. Nah, I'm just trying to keep it clear because I think I did a Champs run somewhere. And then and I was like, oh, here's a comfortable lead. And I just ended it. And then some other cheeky monkey just came and jumped on it. He wasn't much ahead. He ended it 50 or so waves ahead, but waited to see where I stopped so that he would just stop just above me, because by then you're like, oh, I'm not going to do that entire thing again. Oh look, here it is. This is it, kids. This is it. Surely this is it. Yeah, I reckon we... Oh, look, there you go. Hit the demon and let it die. Oh, whoa. That was it. I can't believe how much more waves we got. Bro, that's how strong that mod is. I'm so, I can't express how happy I am that I got that mod. I was panicking. I was freaking out. Not gonna lie. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to get the next milestone pack just to try to get some gems and pray that I'll hit pity. But we got it. Have you guys noticed how it does this? See, I'm not even shooting or anything. Have you noticed that it does that? Is it supposed to do that with demon mode? Why does it do that? You guys have seen it yourself. It's happened to me the last few times in Tawny. I go demon mode, and then it's like I get like all my attack speed disappears, all my knockback disappears. It's like a weird little thing that it does. Where are you with the damage mastery? Looks like it's coming along with Amp Strike. Yeah, I am at level 3, so I'm close to finishing, close to the point where it goes to 3 times damage. So it's definitely helped, and I've actually been comfortably labbing it. I haven't been like super, like I've just left it on auto. It's not on at the moment because I pulled coins out of it because I was gonna respec, and then I didn't work out my gems properly, and now we can all laugh at me because I can't respec. I'm gonna have to respec tomorrow. That is what it is. Oh, is it range ultimate does it? So the range ultimate's like hammering me and disabling me. I always wondered what that was. So anytime that must have happened in other tournaments, I thought it was like a bug or something. I was like, bro, every time I hit demon mode. Alrighty. Surely none of these guys are gonna thing me. Alright, do we want to? Oh, I really don't wanna. Do we do it? Do we do it, kids? That's like, I don't want to waste 40 medals. I suppose 40 medals is like one of these things I'm sacrificing. Yeah, 40. We'll leave that there, we'll leave that there. Equip that. Equip that. Sucks. Oh well. Ha ha. You can all laugh at me. So we'll swap these back. So what I generally do, I respec. So we've got 30. Whoa, 3. Boom. Then I'll go back to my labs. I'll put my labs back in whatever I was doing, which I think was this one. It is damage mastery, and then the other one was, what was it? Bro, I'm bugging out. Ah, it's cool. Alright, now we got 29 to play with. So, why don't we go enhancements first? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually going to try something a bit different this time. So what I'm going to try is actually unlocking Rend. Now I know Rend's like not super impactful because this only applies to bullets, but I actually want it to swallow up some of my free ups. Alright, where's my lock gone? Right, got free lock there. So I lock for quite a while now because I've got a spare free up lock, and I can either choose out of landmines or something else, and I kind of go with bounce shot range. So I'm actually going to try with Rend. So it's got 300 levels there, 300 levels there. And I'm just going to get it to swallow up some of my free ups. I leave thorns at 0. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take this one to 5,500 too. I could go lower. I'll just take it there. Hold a minute, did I do free ups? Oh, I did. One, two, three, 4. Make sure my orbs are locked. Yep. Shockwave. And then take water 14. 3, 4. Boom. And then go to utility. You guys know the drill, you just max everything. And then I just put 400 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.19Q. So sometimes I have to like double check because I like miss something if I've got some change left over. But I think this is roughly where. I don't think I've missed anything. And I just put it towards the next level in the mastery. Modules is probably it. Yeah, it's actually the modules. That's where the change is. I don't really need levels in this because I don't use chain lightning. I can do like the 12 hours without it. I think we might be good. So I got a queue and I just save up for the next one. So here's my Orbless cards. I think most of you guys will be a bit familiar of how I got my build set up. Nah, I've already used all the guild gems. Yeah, unfortunately. So that is us. So I'm actually hoping that because this is such a boost in damage, that the Rend armor will actually just swallow up some of the stuff. Chain lightning off. And then we farm away. Farm away, skis. Oh, thanks for everybody tuning in. That is such a long run. We had some like massive peaks in people tuning in, bro. Wild. Like I think at one stage there I saw 60 people had tuned in. I can't believe it. I can't believe that anybody would want to sit there and listen to me ramble on. I think it's all the people with insomnia. All the people with insomnia. Nah, I really do appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate everybody chatting too. You know, that's a massive one. It helps me yarn as well, because this is what, third stream, and they're quite lengthy. Like, how long has this one been going? 2 hours. 2 hours. Thanks, Des. I appreciate it, man. Like, I always appreciate you guys tuning in, and there's a number of you guys that have been along through the entire journey. Like, I noticed when I started like posting videos that so many of the other guys out there were so far ahead in the game. So I thought like, oh well, I kind of wish that there were people around the earlier stages so I could see that part of it. So I thought, oh, maybe some people find some, you know, want to look to see what I'm doing. And if something applies to their tower journey in that. But I always tell people, don't, like, whenever I'm posting stuff, like, I'm not giving advice or anything. Something's wrong here. Oops. Something's wrong. I can feel it. What is wrong? There. You know when you feel it? Be sure to click like, absolutely. Be sure to click like. Start this run off. though, like in the typical outro that we do, if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Always cracks me up when I do this outro, because if my wife's in the lounge, she will sit there and she'll mouth the outro. She'll always mouth the outro or the gestures. So if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it clouded, fam. Longest champ stream in NZ. From the Shire to Mordor. We're going to take that win. We are going to take that win. Surely none of those other numpties are going to take it from us. Surely. Surely these guys ain't going to... No way. No way. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Dizzy. Thanks, Daniel, Dez, Shine, Envy, Jens, Navid, Zorgs, all of y'all. Appreciate yous. Appreciate yous tuning in. We'll see how we go with adding Rendon. Oh, don't want my death wave killing anything. Suppose that's the other thing I've got to watch out for. Thanks, Zorgs. Appreciate you. Why am I not killing anything? Make sure I've locked everything properly. Watch this, I'll hit a part where I'll end up over trimming. Hi Dominic, we are just wrapping it up. We are just wrapping it up. Just finished the champs run. Longest run in NZ. Thanks for tuning in though. I know time zones is a pain for where I live. All the way down in the Shire. The lovely Shire of New Zealand. Christian, no! Christian, you get to laugh at me, bro. Look how ridiculous that is. I reckon what we do, we just Photoshop like a Legends badge there. And then I'll look like I'm a big guy. Just missed it. It was good yarns though. Good yarns. Heaps of shit talk. 2-hour stream. We are just wrapping up. Did you just wake up? We tried out that new win's a win, bro. A dub is a dub. I tried out that amp strike. I've never had that much damage in a tourney before. I was rolling at like 11 trillion damage. Wild. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Alright fam, I'm off to go eat some dinner. It is tea time where I am. Again, thanks everybody tuning in. This is the most people I've ever seen tune in. It's actually super cool, man. Super cool clicking because I'm reading the chat on the phone. Boom, seeing everybody in there, massive. It's all the insomniacs. All the insomniacs. I suppose for some parts in the world it's probably more of a respectable time, because most of the other guys that do some tourney streams are over in the States and that. Good night, Dan. Have a good one, dudes. Thanks, Steve. Next time, Christian. Next time you can have a laugh at me. Do we get to do the outro twice? We get to do the outro twice, eh? If you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, my wife's mouthing it in the background. Keep it cloudy, fam.